Welcome to SIAC Football on ESPN, presented by UBS. On a fabulous afternoon in Tuskegee, Alabama, Cleve L Alumni Stadium on the campus of Tuskegee University. Homecoming weekend. Week 8 of the college football season, where the Tuskegee University Golden Tigers play host to the Lane College Dragons. And before we get underway, let's take a quick look at the SIAC standings, with Savannah State and Albany State share the top spot in the East, while in the West, despite 2 losses, Miles College, 2-time defending champions, they're the team to beat, with Lane, Tuskegee, and Kentucky State all lurking nearby. Hello, everybody. I'm Duane Walker along with Tenitra Batiste. And Tenitra, just 3 games left on the regular season schedule. So needless to say, both of these clubs need to win out to have any chances of reaching the SIAC championship game.
Yes, it has been a wild one in the Western Division this entire season. So, yeah, the conference, the division title and the conference title, for that matter, are up for grabs. Lane, of course, with a 1-2 conference record overall. Tuskegee with 2-1 record. So, yeah, this is indeed a pivotal game to see who gets to represent the Western Division in the conference game in a couple weeks.
For Lane coach Byron Brown, he's not only going to depend on a senior quarterback, but also a very special wide receiver.
Yeah, we asked Coach Byron Brown earlier this week, who is his most impactful player on offense? Anthony Evelyn, the senior wide receiver, leading the conference in receiving yards, 176 yards in a game earlier this season against Miles College. And he's able to help them on offense as well as in special teams. Not the biggest receiver out there, but certainly one who runs great routes and is speedy and can definitely help them to move the chains.
While on the other side, Coach Willie Slater's team is coming off a 29-0 shutout victory over Central State, and his defense is being led by a couple of brothers from north of the border.
The Apollon twins, Woodley and Wesley. So with Wesley, great game coming out earlier this season, 11 tackles against Fort Valley State. Also with Woodley, 16 tackles in a game against Morehouse. Both guys have a sack this season, and also Woodley was able to get a pick. So those guys are ball hogs. Expect Michael Huntley to have a long day if he decides to break the pocket.
All right, when we return, we'll set the lineups and have the opening kick. You are watching SIAC Football, presented by UBS on ESPN. And welcome back, everybody. Just moments away from Lane College taking on Tuskegee University. There we go. Look at Lane College coach Byron Brown in his very first year, doing an outstanding job, Tenitra.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's having a great time, a fun time, just like our guy Deion Sanders at Jackson State, because he's able to coach his sons, Ike Brown and Jeremiah Brown. So he's getting a little bit of intensity on offense and defense from his sons.
And there we get a look at Willie Slater, Tuskegee's head coach, 16th season.
Gotta love Coach Slater. Had an opportunity to speak with him earlier this week and asked him what is the key to success, what's been the key to success for a decade and a half. And he said, point blank, if they can't score on us, they can't beat us.
Beautiful afternoon, as we mentioned, 72 degrees and sunny skies. Lane won the toss, but they're deferred. And that means Tuskegee will receive. Noah Shaw's kicks off, and the football is going to roll out of bounds as Jamal Pritchett lets it roll out at about the 11-yard line. As we look at the Stylers, looks like they're going to go with Lewis Williams.
And Duane, not shocking with that move by Coach Slater, because he really does give Coach versatility under center. First
down and 10 for Tuskegee. Avanti Patterson on the carry. Let's set the starting lineups. Patterson will be the main ball carrier for Tuskegee. He rushed for over 600 yards this season so far. Terry Bryant is the fullback. The receiver group is led by number 5, Stephen Hodges. Kenyon Webb and Jamal Pritchett are the other wide receivers. Alexander Mitchell is the starting tight end, while the guards on the right side, Javelin West. Next to him, the center is Nathan Harrison. And in the left guard, Sean Stitton, and left tackle, Cameron Smith. We'll set the defense for you in just a moment. Second down and 8 after that 2-yard gain. And that pass sails incomplete, intended for Steve Hodges on the far sideline. Third down and 8 coming up for Tuskegee. So far this season, they are at a 39% clip, 38 of 97 on the season. Third down and 8. Single setback next to him. That's Patterson. They'll throw it to the far flat. And it's complete to Montrell. And he is going to be run out of bounds shy of the first down. Jonathan Montreville, just his third catch on the season. Tucker on that stop for Lane College, and it will bring up a fourth down situation. There you get a look at Ryan Duff, number 7. He'll do the honors. And back for Lane College, one of the most dangerous return men in all of college football, Anthony Evelyn, number 1. Nope, they got Virgil Young back there, number 86. He's going to let the football bounce, and they will have the football. First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line. Then we're going to look at quarterback Michael Huntley, the senior. Passed for a couple of touchdowns. Last week versus Miles, you saw his numbers. A couple of touchdown passes and a 3-point loss. First down and 10 from the 16. Handed to Ike Brown up the middle, and he's going to be stopped after a very short carry. Huntley will throw near side to Evelyn. Evelyn with the 45, 50. First down yardage and more before being run out of bounds in Tuskegee territory.
And Evelyn on that play, you'll see the quick snap and you'll see Huntley look for his guy. And one thing about Evelyn, he always knows where to get the ball, and he's able to advance it there with a little juke and just a little bit of speed getting to the outside to get that first down.
Quick snap, far side this time to Evelyn, down to the 42-yard line. So a pickup of 3, it'll bring up second down and 7. Tuskegee comes in with a 3-4 record, but still in the hunt. Both of these teams, they need to win out, as we spoke of earlier.
And Evelyn right there, even though it's a short pass from Huntley, kind of showing you his skills on the ground as well, with just a little bit of juke there just to get a couple yards on that first down.
Wesley Applin on that tackle on this second down and 7 situation. Twin wide receivers to the top and bottom of the formation. There's a snap. Huntley, near side, has a man, and it's caught. Grigsby once again. So his second catch in the series.
And if you look back at that play, Duane, Huntley had all the time in the world to get that ball to Grizzly, and that's one of the things that Coach Brown talked about earlier in the season, just the O-line being efficient and avoiding pre-snap infractions and just making sure that they win at the line of scrimmage.
23-yard pass play, first down and 10 from the 19. Brown sweeping right down to the 15, down to the 14-yard line before being tripped up by number 19, Fletcher Jordan.
And a nice block there by the left tackle, Terrence Jordan, to spring Brown so he's able to pick up that extra yardage.
Now there's a pass towards the end zone looking for Grigsby. Touchdown, Lane College. A quick hitter, Huntley to Grigsby. His third reception of the series. First touchdown of the year.
And that's just a good heads-up play by Huntley. Sees his man open, and if it's a jump ball, I'm giving the jump ball to my guy, and my guy is going to go up and get that.
In for the extra point is Shawls. Waiting for that snap. The extra point is up, and the kick is good. Noah Shawls in for Lane, and that kick is going to be blocked, and it's going to be returned back the other way. Antonio Keenan, number 1, with the football, and I don't think anybody's going to get him. Touchdown, Tuskegee Golden Tigers. Antonio Keenan Jr., the 6-footer out of Atlanta, Georgia, Martin Luther King Jr. High School.
And who saw that coming? Lane College decides not to go for it on a 4th and short, and they've been excellent on 4th down conversions this season. Tuskegee blocks and takes it all the way back to the house for the touchdown to tie this thing up.
Carl Matthews is going to get credit for the block. I believe the football ricocheted off of him, so he'll get credit for the block. And Antonio Keenan Jr. will get credit for the touchdown. Kevin Gee's the hold. Correction, Stephen Hodges is the hold. The snap, the kick, it's up, and that kick is good. 3rd and goal, 6-yard line. Huntley has it. Now he'll roll out to his right. Huntley looking for a man, and he decides to keep the football, nowhere to go. And number 44 ran him out of bounds, Jeremy Dees. Noah Scholes, he's in. Let's see what's going to spark that football. 26-yard boot, and the kick is up, and the kick is no good. Wide to the right. Welcome back, everybody, on the campus of Tuskegee University, Cleve L Alumni Stadium. We're knotted at 7-all. Homecoming weekend. Duane Walker along with Tenitra Batiste. And Tenitra, in that first half, as we get ready to begin 3rd quarter of play, Lane College clearly dominated time of possession in that first half.
Yeah, Tuskegee's going to have to figure out how to get their defense off the field, and they're going to have to figure out how to contain Ike Brown.
All right, here we go with our 3rd quarter underway. Virgil Young with it up to the 25. And let's see where they bounce him down as a gang of Tuskegee Golden Tigers corral him. 3rd down and 2 for Michael Huntley and this Lane College Dragon offense. Brown straight up the gut, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Oh me, oh my, just like that. Ike Brown with the ground attack. A 42-yard scamper by Ike Brown. And he had nothing but daylight, Tenitra.
Yeah, oh my goodness, that the longest run play of the game so far. And it's interesting because he got just enough of a block from his O-line to break open in that gap and just all the way to the end zone, taking it to the house.
42-yard rush. That's the longest rush of the season for Ike Brown and his 9th touchdown on the season. Noah Scholes, number 13, in to attempt the extra point. There's the snap, the hold by Gee. The kick is up, and the kick is through. So how about that? With 10 minutes and 57 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, a 42-yard scamper by Ike Brown has his squad up by 7. There's your score. Here we're going to look at Williams. Ran for 70 yards in a 29-0 victory over Central State last week. He was the SIAC Newcomer of the Week, Week 7 of the season. He's waiting in shotgun formation with Avanti Patterson to his right. He'll fire one. It's going to be picked off. Picked off by number 52. That's Mackenzie Howard. And Howard is still on his feet before being brought down. Whip-diddy-do. For number 52, Mackenzie Howard, the redshirt freshman out of Harvest, Alabama.
And Mackenzie Howard was one who was on an earlier play in that first half, stopped the momentum as Tuskegee was driving down. You'll see here Williams eyeing the sideline the entire way, and Mackenzie Howard eyeing Williams the entire way, gets the pick. Oh, what a tough break for the Golden Tigers.
How about it for Mackenzie Howard? He's 2nd on the team in tackles coming in. Already has 2 fumble recoveries on the season, and now he will add 1 interception to his ledger.
And it'll be, Duane, I think I saw one
Bryson
of those.
Williams.
Yeah, I think I saw one of those belts you get when, or chains or something you get when you pick somebody off. So, hey.
Ike Brown spinning, but he loses the football. Cross strips him. It's a loose football. And diving on it are the Tuskegee Golden Tigers. Tyler Brown, number 45, the freshman out of Largo, Florida, by way of Air Force Prep, comes up with the recovery.
What a break for the Golden Tigers. And, Ike Brown's been doing this all afternoon, spinning out of tackles, but that time just one spin too many. And there were the Golden Tigers waiting for it, and they needed that, Duane, because the momentum with Lane scoring right out of the halftime break and getting the ball back on the turnover. Great break for Tuskegee.
And Lane College, speaking of which, they fumbled the football 11 times this year coming in, now make it 12. And they had lost 4, now 5.
Timeout, Tuskegee.
And as you get a look at Lewis Williams there, the 6'4" out of Norcross, Georgia. So, hey, look, the Tuskegee offense finding a little light now with a big connection. Jamal Pritchard downfield.
Yes.
Vontae Patterson doing his thing on the ground. But can Tuskegee take advantage of it, Tenitra?
I think so, because what we're seeing is a little bit more aggressiveness with Lewis Williams. Lewis Williams showed us what he could do right before the end of the half with that 65-yard toss that we keep talking about, because it was impressive to the both of us. And so we're seeing that Lewis Williams is able to show us what he can do with his arm this drive.
Let's take a look while we have a chance to look at some of the standings. As we mentioned, Savannah State and Albany State, those two are playing this afternoon, which is obviously going to be a huge game for the standings to see who can take control of the East. Meanwhile, on the West, say what you want, despite those two losses, Miles College is the team to beat since they are the defending two-time champions. But there you see Lane, Kentucky State, and Tuskegee. They are nearby. So really, Tenitra, it's anybody's to get.
Yeah, and this game today will be critical in determining who gets out of the Western Division.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and goal. Williams throws to the right, and it's caught for a touchdown. Number 88, that's Latrevion O'Neal.
And Duane, I'm going to give us a little bit of credit on that, because we just talked about how we wanted to see Tuskegee be a little bit more aggressive and let Lewis Williams do his thing with his arm. He also showed us what he could do with his legs on this particular drive, and now this game is potentially almost tied up. So you see there a little fake and a quick little toss.
Latrevion O'Neal, Tenitra, his 11th reception of the season and his 3rd touchdown on the campaign.
Now, we know this game has had some interesting, we'll call it interesting, special teams situations.
Arnez Huskic with the extra point attempt. It's up, and it's through the uprights. Michael Huntley, he's the quarterback. He's come a long way to get to this position. Being a senior, waited his turn. He backed up MJ in 2018. And he never looked at himself as a backup. That's the key. And Coach Brown describes him as a great kid, a yes sir, no sir kid. He's a gamer, and he's something special.
And Coach Brown has one of those embarrassment of riches situations, because he can go with Michael Huntley, Tariq McKenzie, but he just goes with the guy with the hot hand, and that's Huntley right now.
Virgil Young on the reception to the near side of the football field before getting tripped up at the 43-yard line. So the Lane College offense, they've had no problems this afternoon moving the football. They completely dominated time of possession in the first half, holding the football for nearly 22 of the 30 minutes. And they're moving the chains once again on a 3rd down and 2. Huntley calls his own number, and he will skedaddle down to about the 40-yard line.
And Duane, I like the play call there to keep the chains moving. You just need 2 yards, 3rd and manageable, so you let Huntley just keep it and get you on the other side of the field in Tuskegee territory.
11-yard run play, 1st down and 10 from the Tuskegee 40. They're setting up the screen, but the screen, man, fell down. They were trying to set that screen up. They suckered the Tuskegee defensive lineman into a little cat and mouse with Huntley, but unfortunately, the intended receiver fell to the turf. Coach Byron Brown calling in the signals. He's also the offensive coordinator, head coach in his first year. Triple wide receivers to the near side. Brown, the lone setback just off to the right. Fakes to Brown. Huntley back in the pocket. Steps up under pursuit, and he's going to be brought down. Number 44, Jeremy Dees, was the first guy to hit him. The junior out of Evergreen, Alabama, by way of Kennesaw State.
And Huntley just could not find his way. All of his receivers are covered, and he just couldn't find his way out of traffic right there, and the Tigers waiting to take him down.
No question about it. And that's the 2nd sack on the season for Jeremy Dees to go along with the forced fumble. Loss of 1, 3rd and 11. Huntley will look to the bench. Now put in his mouthpiece, and he'll wait for the snap. Trip receivers again near side. Flare pass to Young. Young, he'll bowl over a man. Looks like he bowled over Kobe Mitchell, number 18. Is that who took the brunt of that blow? And there is a penalty. This could be a lowering the head penalty.
Yeah,
right
wow.
there, as he made a connection with Kobe Mitchell.
Holding. Offense, number 1, 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So Ben Cole called that an offensive hold. We mentioned Kobe Mitchell, who earlier this year had a 55-yard interception touchdown return against Clark Atlanta University. Kobe Mitchell is from McDonough, Georgia, and attended Eagles Landing Christian Academy.
Not too far from either one of us.
There you have it. I can get there about 6 minutes. 3rd down and a bit. 16. Huntley under pressure, under siege. He'll loft the football, and he's got a man. It's going to be complete. Evelyn, Anthony Evelyn, caught that football as we get a look at the replay.
And Michael Huntley with just enough of a scramble to get the ball down the field to Anthony Evelyn, but I love that he had the presence of mind to stay in bounds on that play. It looks like he kept his feet. And it looks like 4th and 5 now.
And there's a timeout on the field. Lane College decides to talk about it. And things are getting a little, I'm not going to say crucial yet. Still 3rd quarter, 2 minutes and 37 seconds to play. And really momentum is kind of going back and forth, where Tuskegee, they're taking advantage of some turnovers and some shoddy special teams play.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your team. If they can't produce anything on offense for themselves, you want your defense to keep getting the ball back in your offense's hands, giving them a short field to be able to score. Now, here, Lane has an interesting decision. It's 4th and 5. I've said before that they've been efficient and very effective on 4th down conversions throughout the season, so I want to see. It'll be interesting to see if they go for it. I think they should, because still, even with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, what you like is that they're so deep in Tuskegee's territory that if they don't convert, they could potentially get a 3 and out on the other side and get that ball right back.
Well, I got to tell you, if I'm Byron Brown, I'm just going to give more steady helpings of Ike Brown. I mean, I'm just going to give them the football, and they might consider putting that offensive lineman in the backfield again, because that was very effective in the 1st quarter of play.
Putting him in that fullback position indeed was effective.
All right, here we go. Huntley under pressure, down to the 40, 35, jukes a man, and outstretches his arm. He's close. Let's see, will they mark it? Let's see where they'll mark this football. He did. It's a 1st down for Lane College as we get a look at that replay.
And Duane, I like the call. Huntley sees that there's nobody down the field, so he just takes off, and he knows that he's getting close to the marker, so he just extends himself on the play, and he's able to move the chains. Smart kid, smart move. 1st down and 10 at the Tuskegee 31-yard line for Lane College. They're moving left to right. They're in a 14-14 dogfight with Tuskegee, homecoming weekend. Calls his own number, up the middle, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4-yard line. 26-yard rush. And more than anything on that play, smart move by Huntley to quickly pull that ball down, take that ball right down the middle, and you're just seeing a Golden Tigers defense that's slowly wearing down. 1st down and goal. There's that steady helping of Ike Brown. Nearing the goal line, but not quite there. But you love that Isaiah Brown was able to keep the legs chugging and get closer and closer to that goal line on that 1st and goal. Tyler Brown brought him down. 2nd and goal now from the 3. Brown carries again. Right side, dives in, touchdown, Lane College. And that has been the money call for the Dragons the entire day. Get Ike Brown to bounce out to to the outside and get the score. I love the play call there. We see it right there. Huntley passes it off to Ike Brown, and he just goes right around for a couple yards and the score.
3-yard rushing play to go along with a 42-yard scoring play earlier in the third quarter. He's got double-digit touchdowns on the season. That's his 10th, which leads the SIAC. Noah Shaw's in for the extra point attempt. It's on the way. It's up, and it is through the uprights. 11:50 to play. Fourth quarter. Duane Walker, Tenitra, Batiste. Tuskegee trying to tie this one up. There they're going to go for the downs. Left side, and it's going to be caught. Is it inbound? That's the only question. Is number 17, Jamal Pritchett, went up and got it. But he's running back to the huddle, so I'm going to use my context clues and says it's not a catch. But let's see if he gets a leg down.
Yeah, that foot looks like it's on the white line.
I see some chalk.
Yeah. And you really wish that, he could have gotten inbounds, because this is the play I've been calling for on first down. I wanted to see Tuskegee allow their run game to set up the pass. Beautiful throw by Lewis Williams, just a little bit out of bounds.
Oh, that was an extraordinary catch by Pritchett.
Indeed.
Second down, far side flank. It's complete. Oh, a little roughhousing along the left-hand side. Will there be a flag thrown?
Things getting a little chippy on the sideline, Duane, as both these teams know how critically important a win is for them to keep their hopes alive to represent the Western Division in the conference championship game.
That's complete to LaTravion O'Neal. There you get a look at him.
And that was just Alan Tucker letting him know, you can catch it, but we won't let you get a lot of yak.
That would be yards after
First and 10 for the Golden Tigers. Williams
After that first down play, there's a pass complete near side to Hodges. Hodges, whirly birds.
Hodges stopped by number 29.
And he's going to get the football all the way down to what looks like the 20-yard line.
And again, a nice throw, good read by Lewis Williams, and Stephen Hodges, not content just going out of bounds, spins around to get the extra yards, and there's your yards after the catch for Stephen Hodges on that play.
9 minutes and 57 seconds to play. The clock will become more of a factor, especially when you talk about possessions. Lane College has dominated time of possession in this game. They held it almost 22 minutes in the first half of play.
Patterson reaches the 1,000 yard on his carry for the year. Congratulations to Devontae Patterson. Career.
Avante Patterson, we've just been told. Play action, and there's a sack. Quarterback sack. Number 56, Donovan Barnes, his first sack on the season, comes at a timely moment.
Timely, at least for Lane College, but not so much for the Tuskegee Golden Tigers. That's one where I know Lewis Williams wants that back, the opportunity to maybe spin out of that sack. But yeah, critical point in the game and in the drive for the Dragons to push the Tigers back.
Third down in a minute. 17. And he's going to be tripped up. Bryce McKenzie, number 32. He's going to get credit for that quarterback sack.
And that's the name we've been calling all afternoon. Bryce McKenzie just knowing where to be on critical plays, including a crucial play there to potentially have saved a touchdown. You see there, Lewis Williams looking for his guy and just cannot get out of traffic in time. And McKenzie with the presence of mind to just get that lower body tackle and potentially shut down this opportunity for a touchdown for the Golden Tigers.
A couple of sacks on the day for him. He's got 2. And it's going to bring up a fourth down situation, 4th and 17. And there's a timeout on the field. And why don't we take this timeout too, with Lane College leading Tuskegee by 7. Welcome back, everybody. Tuskegee still hanging around. 8:04 to play in the fourth quarter on a 4th down. Arnez Huskic is in the game to attempt a 50-yard field goal. Where's that football? Let's see. It's up. It's on the way. And the kick is good.
Yes, Duane, that was about a 50-yarder. That ball was on the 33-yard line.
Arnez Huskic and the Golden Tigers celebrate after the long 50-yard field goal by Arnez Huskic. 21-17 the score. Lewis Williams and the Tuskegee Golden Tigers offense. They've got 4 minutes and 51 seconds to get to work. A field goal will not do it. They need 6. They trail by a score of 21-17. Duane Walker along with Tenitra Batiste. Tuskegee University. They hand the ball to Patterson, and Patterson will work his way up near midfield. 9 yards on that carry. 2nd and 3 after that 7-yard run by Patterson. There's the first down carry. As the time continues to run, now we're at 4 minutes to play. Patterson, I think he's been playing nicked up today. He's been hobbling back and forth. He's got his hands on his hips right now, and he looks spent. First down and 10 from the 45-yard line of Lane. Here's Patterson down the 40. 35-yard line. And let's see what the mark is. You see Patterson on the carry.
And just a beautiful cut inside. So he goes outside in. And it looks like he's close to that first down.
Nigel Canada had to trip him up. It's a gain of 9, 2nd down and 1. And congratulations going out to Avante Patterson. I heard public address announcer Paul Carney here at Tuskegee say that Patterson has gone over the 1,000-yard mark for his career. So congratulations to Avante Patterson. 2nd down and 1. Play action. Williams decides to keep the football. Down to the 35, 30, 25, 20. He loses the football. And it looks as though Lane College has recovered it. They have indeed. Number 52, Howard McKenzie, comes up with his 3rd fumble recovery of the year to go with an interception from earlier today. That's if it stands.
Is a fumble and recovery by the defense. First down, Lane.
What a tough blow, Duane, because you look at that play, and in that moment, you see Lewis Williams trying to figure out what to do, and he decides to become a runner. And when you become a runner, then the defense is going to attack you as such when you're out of the pocket. And look, it's all about it's tackling 101. There's a strip.
There it is. Nigel Canada, number 3, did the honors, and number 52, McKenzie, came up with that football. Now they're in victory formation. 10, 9, 8 seconds left on the play clock. He'll snap it around 2 seconds. There's the snap. He'll down it, and that should be that. And there's a dose of reality for Byron Brown, a dose of water to go along with it. As the Lane College Dragons come into Tuskegee and spoil homecoming. With a final score, Lane College 21, Tuskegee 17. And welcome back, everybody. Tuskegee University homecoming weekend. With our final score, Lane College 21, Tuskegee 17. Duane Walker, Tenitra Batiste, and Tenitra, Lane College playing the spoiler this afternoon.
Yeah, it was a spoiler for Tuskegee for homecoming, but not a spoiler for Lane's possible chances to represent the Western Division for the SIAC in the upcoming conference championship game. They dominated this game pretty much wire to wire based on what they were able to do on the ground behind the efforts of one Isaiah Brown.
Let's get to the highlights. Micah Huntley, he connects with Micah Grisby to make it 7-0 Lane.
And Huntley to Grisby was what we saw all day, every day. But here was the bread and butter for the Dragons the entire day. You see there, Ike Brown able to get something going. But here is where Tuskegee got his bread and butter. Every time there was a special teams miscue, it seems like Tuskegee was ready to take advantage of it. There, another miscue on special teams for the Dragons.
And there we see on offense Tuskegee. They tried to get to work, but Andrew Farmer, who leads the league in sacks, comes up with his 7th sack of the campaign.
And then you see there in the second half, once again, Isaiah Brown with a quick move there, and he's taking it all the way to the house. And then that is 14-7.
There's that guy, McKenzie, with an interception. Not only have an interception, he had a fumble recovery. Returns that one back to set up Ike Brown again.
And you love Ike Brown with the bounce off, but then, like you were saying, Duane, that critical turnover, that fumble, and then Lewis Williams makes Lane pay.
Before finally hooking up with the Travion O'Neal. That made the score 14-all. And we get another dose of Michael Huntley as he converts a big 4th down conversion before Ike Brown goes in for a 2-yard score to put his squad up 21-14.
And then Lewis Williams with that sack, a critical sack right there to shut down that particular drive. But then a beautiful conversion on what turned out to be a near 50-yard field goal for Tuskegee to keep him within 4.
But too much defense from Lane College. Nigel Canada makes the strip. McKenzie comes up with the recovery, and that was that.
Well, Mike played big for us. He probably picked up 4 first downs this game with his feet, and we preached that, in our system, we need a quarterback that can pick up first downs with their feet when everything breaks down, and Mike Huntley is truly the guy for the job, and he showed it today. He's playing lights out, and like I told you earlier in the week, I got 2 quarterbacks that can start for us at the end of the day, but Mike has taken the thing by the horn, and he can compete with the best of them in the country.
And the Dragons really dominated this game with time of possession, Coach Brown. You guys kept your offense on the field for just about the entire game. And really you could see that coming through in the later portions of the game where you sort of saw the Golden Tigers defense wear down. How important was it for you all to dominate and really, really make a statement in the trenches?
Well, we've been on our offensive line and our running back, Isaiah, Ryan, and Adu, about picking up more yards in the run game, and we spent more time in the run game this week hitting the sled. We had our guys doing push-ups all week, and it was consistent every day on what we did. So we put a lot more time into the run game this week than we usually do.
Well, congratulations, Coach. Huge victory in the conference, in the standings, and I know that you're ecstatic about that. Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations. So, for Tenitra Batiste, I'm Duane Walker saying so long from Tuskegee, Alabama, with the final score, Lane 21, Tuskegee 17.